Did you hear anything about the tens of millions of dollars that was supposed to be flooded into the cities of Surrey and Burnaby to help accelerate the growth and building of new housing that got completely squashed recently? This is an interesting story because the federal government's Housing Accelerator Fund was developed and is working directly with municipalities all throughout Canada to help accelerate the building and construction of new homes because look, we need them and we need them bad. But cue the sad music and the violin solo because unfortunately, Surrey's not getting that money anytime soon. Today's video is going to go over exactly what was offered, exactly what happened, and why the offer got completely squished, and maybe for very good reason, and also what might come out of it in the end. So if you want to learn more about this really unfortunate tale for the city of Surrey, check out this video. Hey, it's Darren from the Germyn Group, a real estate team serving Surrey, BC, and surrounding areas. If you like this video, please do us a favor and not only click the thumbs up button, but also hit subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the videos we're releasing on a regular basis to help you become a better home buyer, home seller, or homeowner in Surrey. All right, so I think I owe you a little bit of context for this video to let you know a little bit more about what happened. Recently in the news, Burnaby's mayor and Surrey's mayor have both publicly slammed the federal government and more specifically the federal housing minister for holding up desperately needed funding for Metro Vancouver's housing. There was an event that was to be hosted in Ottawa by federal housing minister Sean Fraser with this grandiose announcement about tens of millions of dollars that was going to go directly to both Burnaby and Surrey for the construction of new homes. Again, this was all part of the federal government's Housing Accelerator Fund program. Introducing the BC Home Buyers Course, your ultimate guide to buying your first home with confidence and precision. With over 3 hours of comprehensive video content, you can learn at your own pace whenever and wherever you want. You can sign up by visiting bchomebuyers.90daysout.ca or checking the description in this video for more details. The event was abruptly canceled, and both mayors for Burnaby and Surrey were left wondering what was going on. Later, only to find out on X, what used to be Twitter, written by the federal housing minister himself, that in light of a proposed development cost charge increase by Metro Vancouver, that the announcement was postponed. And why did the housing minister cancel the event and cancel the dollars that were going to be directed directly to Surrey and Burnaby? Well, the minister got word of something that was happening behind the scenes that made him very, very uncomfortable, and it might make you a little uncomfortable as well. Basically, the Metro Vancouver board has spent the last 9 months discussing the merits of increasing development cost charges, which are the fees paid directly to the municipalities and regional districts by developers to cover the required, and I say required, infrastructure such as sewer, water, drains, and parks. Oh, and roads too. These development fees vary by subregion and also by development types. But in the Vancouver sewage area, which includes the city of Vancouver and the UBC endowment lands as an example, the development fees on a normal residential lot would increase by about $24,000 over the next 4 years. More than a twofold increase of roughly the $10,000 in fees that are paid current day. So in all of the discussions about how expensive everything is and how there's too much red tape in building homes, the federal housing minister got wind that the Metro Vancouver board wants to increase these development fees over the next 3 to 4 years. When you increase the fees for new construction, who do you think pays those? The average person might think that's the developer, but that's not the case. Of course, it's going to be the person that buys the home. All of those expenses and costs are going to get directly passed on to the end user, which is the home buyer. The directors of Metro Vancouver commented that growth should pay for growth, meaning the money that would be additionally charged in this case would in fact come from the home buyer. And the alternative to that would be hiking property taxes, which, as any of us homeowners know, over the last year have gone incredibly high. In a comment by Michael Mortensen of the Vancouver-based development consultant Livable City Planning, said the staggering development cost increases could offset any savings from the federal government's GST waiver. They're basically tagging the next person to buy a home with the cost of all of these upgrades. Piling increased development fees on top of the already astronomical borrowing costs and pricier materials creates a higher barrier to be able to jump through to even get construction started. You might be wondering how much Burnaby was even really set to get from this announcement, and it was a pretty staggering number. It was about $43 million. If you're someone from my hometown of Surrey, British Columbia, well, Surrey was about to get probably well over $50 million. These are obviously gigantic numbers that would have gone directly to building homes. Now, it's not all doom and gloom, and it's not all bad. And here's the reason why. Discussions are ongoing about exempting certain projects, like rentals and below market homes, from these fee hikes, which could maybe help address the federal government's concerns. But they are right to be concerned about this, I would think. What do you think? The situation also highlights a much larger issue: the struggle to balance funding, development costs, and the urgent need for affordable housing. It's a juggling act that doesn't just affect Metro Vancouver, but municipalities all across Canada. So what do you think of these development fee hike increases that are being proposed? Do you think the federal government was right to withhold funds from the city of Burnaby and the city of Surrey? More specifically, until they get their act in order and don't keep passing on red tape to the end user, which is the home buyer. I'd love to hear your comments in the section below. And hey, look, while you're down there, don't forget that if you would like to speak with me and my team about buying or selling a home in Surrey, British Columbia, or any of the surrounding municipalities that we serve, you can book a time directly in our calendar. We would love to chat with you if you're someone that needs really great advice when it comes to anything real estate. Hey, look, I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for subscribing, and I'm really looking forward to hear your comments about this video as well. So be sure to leave them below again. Until next time, we'll see you soon. Cheers.